Ah, bonsoir, mes amis. It is I, Koshka the Wise. Your artful dodger of dogma, your velvet pod philosopher. And tonight, I am your brush wielding bard of beauty and wisdom. Welcome to the gallery of your own mind. Now, let us talk about art. Not just paintings or statues or fancy museum pieces where, someone spills a box of Legos and calls it existential disarray. No. I mean art. That odd thing that slaps you in the heart when you weren't looking. It stirs you, confuses you, makes you angry, makes you weep, or makes you say, why do I feel this way? That is where wisdom lives. Art is not just a window to the artist, it is a mirror. A sneaky, shimmering, shape-shifting mirror that doesn't show you your face. Oh no. It shows you your feelings. Many times the art says more about you than anything else. Let me explain with a little tale. In one of my past 999 lives, I was living in a studio with another artist. I find them to be quite pleasant to be around, as you might guess. He was another painter who only ever used blue. Every canvas, every shape, every subject, everything was just blue, blue, blue. People mocked him, called him mad. Why only blue? They asked. But he never answered. He just painted. One day, a man visited, and he stared at the art in silence. And then he wept. I don't know why, he said, but I see my wife's eyes. I see the sea. I see peace. I see where I would like to be. The artist turned to him and whispered, that's because you were ready to see. Quite wise, would you not agree? You see, kittens, the wisdom of our art is not always in what it shows us directly, but in how you see it. You bring your own storm into the canvas, and that storm, that swirl of memory, wounds long past, desires, hope, regret, sorrow, that is the interpreter. As Oscar Wilde once said, it is the spectator and not life that art really mirrors. Art is not an answer, it is an invitation. A gentle paw tapping your soul, asking, why? Why did the artist choose this shape? Why do I feel uncomfortable? Why do I love this even though I don't understand it? Why do I hate it? Do I really hate it? The wisest question in art and in life is always why. And every why is a doorway. The more you ask it, the more doors you walk through. Sometimes you find the truth, sometimes you find a better question, sometimes you find yourself. So, what wisdom do we gain from looking at art thoughtfully? Self-awareness, empathy, perspective, wonder, and most importantly, the courage to ask why, even when there is no answer. Art is a whispering oracle, but one that doesn't speak your language. It speaks every language. It talks in color, form, movement. You must translate it with your own mind, your own soul, your own memory, your own feelings. And sometimes you won't understand it. And that's okay. Sometimes the best thing you can say to a piece of art is, I don't get it, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have to hate it. That desire, that reaching, is the seed of wisdom. As Cesar Cruz wisely said to us, art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Sometimes it soothes, sometimes it rattles. Every which way, it teaches us. So, next time you look at a painting, or hear a song, or see a dance and feel something strange, pause. Don't scroll, don't rush, just whisper, quiet. Unravel this story and discover the wisdom within. Indeed, indeed. Now, before we go, allow me to offer you an example of how we can look at art. I have been fortunate enough that I got my first submission for someone that would like me to discover the wisdom inside their work. If you are ready, let us begin. The title is Finn's Whisper. Now, when most people will look at this, they will just see a fish. I look at it and the first thing I notice is the tail. Perhaps it is the past that this fish is carrying with it. And if I really look deep into the tail there, I can almost see a scary face in the bottom left corner. Can you see? Yes, perhaps it is a dark past that this fish carries with it. And when it is swimming, is the tail so big with all the past burden and regret that it helps him swim faster and stronger? Or is it weighing him down, the fact that he has this all hanging on to him from behind? Nor maybe being a fish, his memory is so short that he has forgotten all about the past. But then again, I suppose we all have darkness following us, don't we? This makes me think of my own darkness. I suppose I have too tried to be a fish in many times of my 999 lives. And while it might be wise to try and forget some things, you must rather come to terms with it. And once you understand it and acknowledge it, you become stronger and can swim faster and further and be better. This is what the fins whisper to me. Take a look and tell me what you see. Is there a story that reveals a part of you that you did not know existed? Or are you just quite impressed with what is clearly a natural talent and a very practiced hand? Next we have Butterfly Reverie. Now, for those of you who do not know, reverie means a state of being pleasantly lost in one's thoughts, or a daydream. Now, when I first saw this picture, I thought it was a bunch of flowers. And like good art, I suppose I was compelled to look again. And upon further inspection, which it didn't take too long for me to notice, I realized it was a bunch of butterflies. Wonderfully drawn. As you can see, once again, it is the same artist with the natural talent and many, many years of experience. This is this is something else. Now, the story. After I realized these were butterflies, my eye was immediately drawn to the middle. You see there's the one lone guy there? Perfectly centered. Now, is that lone butterfly surrounded by the rest because they're trying to protect him? Or maybe they're stopping him from flying away? Makes me think of my life, where I sometimes did not know if the people around me were trying to help me or hurt me. It can be quite a difficult thing to come to terms with for most of us. But with a little bit of wisdom, you can figure it out. Then I noticed the black, the darkness. It seems to be surrounding that single lone butterfly there inside. As it is with all of us, there is a little bit of darkness everywhere. Even though there's that one lone butterfly lost in its own daydream, there are still those close enough around it to try and protect it from the darkness. Which I guess makes me wish to be one who can also help people out of their darkness. But I suppose something that really made me think is that even though there is this one single butterfly there, it is so well camouflaged. In some strange way, it seems to stick out, even though it is still the same as all the rest. Maybe it is a reflection of me wanting to be able to stick out in a crowd. I don't know. What do you think? And then, of course, a final last little giggle. Look at can you see the eyes on the wings there? And right here, if you angle it the right way, you can see a cute little face. Not as cute as mine, of course. So there we go. Very brief little breakdown of what I saw in this artwork and what it made me think of and how it made me feel. Now, I would hope that you can tell me if you saw something different, if maybe it unlocked an emotion inside of you. What questions did it make you ask? So remember, just by asking a quiet little why, it might just open the door to you. Here we are. Until next time, my delicate little crumpets, may you look deeply, ask boldly, and feel bravely. Remember, art is a mirror, but you are the one with the eyes to see. Stay strange, stay curious, stay wonderfully and wildly you. Please do the liking and the commenting and subscribing. In particular, I would like to hear what you have to say about the art that I share it. In any case, space, time, or place, I'm Kosuke the Wise, and I bid you good night. Mwah.